up and watch
Your
the
team
world
is
burn!
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me.
My kiss grants you
Your team is
immortality
banned.
or death.
Breathing in, hold tight, can't make close collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. True love is like
Your
blood.
team is banning.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Summer Invitation Swiss. Wait, this is the semifinals, quarterfinals. Yeah, but this is the Swiss stage, and today we're going to be having Astral versus Athlegame Esports. The ban phase has already been completed for this draft pick, and for the side of Astral, we're going to see Xborg and Carmela being banned out, as well as the Lancelot and Alice from the side of Athlegame Esports.
This land is our homeland,
Your
and it
team
will
is
soon be
picking.
our burial ground.
Alright, so Lapu Lapu being picked up as his first pick for Astral, so that means the YSS is open, of course. The Dan country will pick that up. Okay, yeah. I was just gonna say Farsa, but I was like, you know what? Maybe they won't pick the Farsa because of the Lapu, but you know it's chill. If Jojo Lions is comfortable with this pick, then let's just see what happens. But Lord Grimlick's gonna pick up the Hylos and done the Arby with the Kadita. Alright, so I like that the Alice was banned out by Athlegame Esports. Obviously, I think it was Astral that was the team that used the Alice and Angela combo. So I think Athlegame Esports just doesn't want a part of that. Doesn't want to test it out themselves. And LTZ picking up the Bidang as the third pick. So getting banned out. Okay, these seems a little bit quick with the bans, huh? Banning out the Wanman by Athlegame Esports. Now, Athlegame Esports need what? A Roma, perhaps? Roma and Marksman. So let's see, maybe a Brody being banned out by Astral. Okay, they are gonna go for the Irithal. So what options are left here? I mean, we don't know if the Bedang is gonna go EXP or ROM, right? Maybe an EXP like Granger will go good here. I mean, not EXP. Did I say EXP? I meant gold. Yeah. Right, but Valerian picking up the Granger. And then, so Astral, they need what? A jungler and a gold laner. So, I mean, Irithel is banned. What else are you gonna pick? Because Irithel would have been good, you know, against the Farsa, would have been good against the Granger. The only thing I think you can pick now, Beatrix is okay, I think, but maybe Harith, but they will go for the Hayabusa and the Beatrix. The Hayabusa works here because like they have the Farsa, the Granger, the YSS obviously to jump on. But let's have a look at what they're gonna pick here. Is the Badang gonna go to EXP? Is he gonna go to ROM? Maybe something like a Kalia would be good here. Oh, actually, we're gonna be seeing Love Train on this Tigreal tonight in game number 1. So let's see if everything's right. think that's right. Anyways, so let me see if I can make a prediction here. Badang, YSS, Granger. Granger should be able to win lane against the Beatrix and Tigreal. Tigreal can get a little bit messed up by this Hylos. They do have the Kadita, so even a tank can get picked off if Astral gets fed enough. Lapu Lapu team. I think that Athlegame Esports have better tools to actually win this game. Oh crap. I keep forgetting. Right, let me return this to here. Alright, but yeah, as I was saying, I think Athlegame Esports, they do have a better draft, but there are some issues to go through as well, because I did see the Farsa had with the Purify. I mean, it's not that bad because it does like cancel the Hayabusa shadow, and okay, I don't know what else. Maybe the Hylos stun or the Kadita if she gets camped or something. But that's gonna be a little bit of an issue because of the Lapu Lapu. Like, it's much easier now for Lapu Lapu to just jump on her, so that might be a problem. Okay, I'm back. Okay. So, oi, 2 kills already going over to Athlegame Esports. First turtle gonna spawn in about 10 seconds. Quad Shadow. Trying to get the Farsa, but doesn't land it right there. Who died? Okay, Beatrix and Hylos. Let's have a look here. So, I wish I could have seen how those 2 kills came to be, but never mind. Diablo reaching level 4 first before Valerian, but Athlegame Esports, they have prior over this turtle. Hayabusa doesn't come for the retry as Diablo goes in, gets a couple of shots and then leaves. Now Cypher in the mid lane as well, followed by Nalteezy. Okay, just you know, sharing the love, sharing the minions. But Lord Grumlex, okay, he's not gonna get pursued right there. Oh, that's a lot of damage coming in from Nalteezy. I mean, from Cypher, but Nalteezy catches back. Love Train with the flicker and implosion pushes Lord Grumlex out of the tower. And the feathered airstrike gonna come through. Thunder RB cancels it out, and yeah, it'll just be a marksman gone towards the side of Athlegame Esports. Oh, in the mid lane, I don't even see that, but yeah, like this is exactly the effect of that Purify. Don't have the flicker for those type of situations. Diablo gets taken down by Zan Count Retry in a 1v1. Didn't have the bravest fighter, so not much you could do there. But yeah, Athlegame Esports, they showing some might in the beginning stages of this game. Lord Grumlex gonna try and save this tower, but the gold plating has already fallen. Love Train, yes, implosion gonna come through, catches 2. Now Thunder RB in a little bit of danger, but the bravest fighter into the back. Stand Contrasty, he's gonna get taken out by the Hylos, but the feather airstrike gonna come through. Doesn't do too much damage. I think it was Revitalize that popped in there during the middle of that team fight, just kept them above water there. So good clap back by, is my mic on? Yeah, it is. Yeah, just checking. Good clap back by Astral. Now the bravest fighter in the mid lane gets pushed into the tower, manages to get away safely. The turtle is up. Thunder RB Thunder Abbey gets caught out here. Yeah, it doesn't get to out, and this Nil Teasy takes her out. And this looks basically like a free turtle now for Athlegame Esports. Yeah. I think the Karita should have just back off there like earlier, because you know she had like a lot of time to back off. Now Cypher is camping bush but decides to back off a bit. Okay, nothing happening here, but we're gonna see a potential gank in the top lane. Bravest Fighter comes through. Valerian half HP, but yeah. Oh, bottom lane implosion as well as a feather airstrike onto Cypher. Nobody there to respond. Actually, Grimlick's gonna come through. Thunder Abbey. Jojo Lions purifies out of that Gadita combo. So fair play. The Purify came into good use. Now Diablo in the mid lane just trying to defend. Oh, in the bottom lane here. Athlegame Esports just taking a turret. Yeah, so far in this tournament I haven't really seen Hayabusas perform well in the games. Could it just be like, is Hayabusa gone bad now, or is it just like a curse? Because yeah, it's very difficult when a Hayabusa is put on the field. It's so, yeah, the ult is like too unreliable. Lord Grimlix is in the middle of everyone there, gets taken out with the Glorious Blackberry being down, and then Nelteezy almost dies to Thunder RB in the back there. Yo, Ogi Shadowquill gets the kill onto Valerian. Nelteezy flickers in. Triple kill. Okay. You see what I mean? Like, there was like two people that were low there, and a Hayabusa killed the Roma. Was it? No, they killed the EXP laner who was already low. Like, his damage is so unreliable, and nice maniac for LTZ right there. Honestly, I would have reacted better, but yeah, I'm so tired right now. But it's chill. We move. Mountain Crusher gonna be used by Zankan Tree. Right, he's alone there, but I think he should be more than fine as Love Train comes to check up on him. But yeah, Athlegame Esports just looking to get some turrets, as many turrets as they can, to obviously have more pressure over Astral. Okay. So Mountain Crusher gonna come. Is Lord Grumlix alive there? Okay, he's not anymore. But like, what happened? Mountain Crusher gonna go through into Cypher. Manages to escape, but now Zankan Treachery in a little bit of danger. Hayabusa with the Ogi Shadow kill in the back. Kadita. It doesn't actually land her skills, but now the Bravest Fighter onto Jojo Lions. Yes, it's Diablo! Gets a double kill there, but unfortunately falls to. Did he fall to Nelteezy? I don't see who got the kill. But yeah, he will fall. Nobody had the ability to follow up there. But that was a good team fight, good performance by Diablo to get that double kill onto those damage dealers. But now someone needs to deal with this Granger somehow, because Nelteezy, he's on a roll. He has a lot of gold on him. Let's actually have a look at the item. So Granger, 8,000 gold. That's like what? 4,000 above, almost 4,000 above the Beatrix, which is not good. Implosion gonna go down to Hylos as well as the Glorious Pathway gets thrown down. Feathered airstrike into the back, and the Mountain Crusher looking for a target, doesn't land. Conceal, who used conceal? Just, yeah. Anyways, Astral has been pushed back, so Athlegame Esports, they're gonna go on this Lord right here. Lord Grimlick's gonna try and get some vision. Alright, Zane gets caught out. Yeah, I think that's not good. Feathered Airstrike gonna come through. Rough waves as well from Thunder Arby. Zane, he's so low. Flicker by Nalteezy. Okay, gets the kill onto Zane. And now the Lord spawns in. The first Lord of the game. Could this be a winning angle for Athlegame Esports? I don't think so, because they don't seem to be pushing in the lanes currently at this point, but we'll see. But maybe they just want to clear out the side lanes, or yeah, something like that. But Lord will be taken care of. For the airstrike onto 3, Diablo very low. But the Lord still dies bottom lane. Gonna be worked on here by Athlegame Esports. The Lord Grimlix tries to save this mid lane turret, but I'm not sure if that'll be a good idea. He's left alone, gets pushed out of turret. Revitalize not gonna be able to sustain him, as well as the Glorious Pathway being dropped down, unfortunately. Yeah. The thing is, Athlegame Esports, they have way too much damage right now. But that's their team composition, right? With the YSS, the Granger, and the Farsa, there's 3 carries on the team. Oh, let's have a look at this Banan. Okay, no, he's tank. Alright. So, can Astral get back from this deficit? It's gonna be difficult. There's 8,000 gold gold difference, and like it's gonna take a lot, because you know at this point, if the Lapu Lapu goes in, he's gonna get busted down, right, by this Farsa, Granger, and YSS, and the same thing for those Hylos. Looking at the items here, so he's trying to build some tanky items, so they're gonna need some time to just get some gold, but the 30 seconds load is gonna be up. So I'm not sure if they are able to defend this load, of course, then they should be like okay to do a team fight and just try to win like properly. This Beatrix does need like a house clause, something to sustain her during the team fights. But Hayabusa is chilling, I guess. Okay, and then Kadita is obviously gonna build her damage. Now Hayabusa gonna try and steal this Lord, but he might get caught out. Yeah, that was not a good idea. Mountain Crusher onto Lord Grimlix. He's gonna get taken out before he gets to get away on his Glorious Pathway. Now, that was a little bit of a mistake. Diablo gonna go in, gets busted down, of course. But now the problem is that Love Train, he still has his flicker as well as his implosion. So, for Astral gonna come through, clears the minions. As Athlegame Esports works on this mid lane inhibitor turret. Oh, we're gonna see a good petrify by this Kadita. Mountain Crusher gonna come through. Valerian gets a kill on her, but Nalteezy does fall. And that will be his first death of the game. Glorious Pathways as well as the Conceal. Lord Grimlix doesn't commit to the engage. They got a Lord coming down the top lane, so it makes sense. Don't want to overcommit, but yeah, Nalteezy gets taken down for the first time in this game, and that's Khadija's first kill actually. So that probably give a good spike in gold. Let's see how that goes. Now, Astral, they're working on a wave control here, but Love Train with the flicker and implosion onto Cypher. Feather Airstrike gonna come through as well. Yeah, Cypher gets taken out regardless of that flicker, and now Ogi Shadow Kill gets the kill onto Bedang. And Jojo Lions will be able to escape safely. Alright. Now, I guess I think this is the time, well, that was the time for Astral to get a little bit aggressive, because they had more members on the field, and like, you know, one person can handle the waves. You don't need everyone, or maybe even two people at best. But yeah, they could have come up to these bushes here, had prior over these things, and then, because the thing is, like, they have pick off, right? They have pick off heroes. They have the Hayabusa, they have the Kadita, they even have the Beatrix, which is pretty good at pick off, right? The only thing that'll actually stop them from picking off or like camping someone is the Mountain Crusher, right? Because even if Love Train walks into a bush, if like 3 of them go at him at once, he is dead. Alright, we've seen it happen. Now let's see, he doesn't have his immortality yet here. He has a fleeting time to make his ult shorter, so that's one less tanky item for him. But I think Astral, they're not gonna do this Lord, which is what, the 3rd Lord of the game. So hopefully they have a plan to defend this upcoming Lord, which is gonna spawn in a few seconds. Yep, there we go. Marching down the mid lane. I guess this oh I guess they can defend, but we'll just have to see how Athlegame Esports synchronizes this lane. So far we have 3 of them. Mountain Crusher gonna come out. Lord Grimlix pops the Revitalize. Okay. Beatrix trying to clear out the bottom lane inhibitor turret, but that thing still falls. Glorious Pathway gonna come through. Diablo in the backline, implosion onto Cypher. Yeah, but then, okay, doesn't get the kill. Cypher flickers out, and then the Feather Airstrike onto Zane. Ah, he nearly falls, but okay, Ogi Shadow Kill gonna come through. Yo, this a lot of damage in LTZ, in a little bit of danger. Backs off for now. Valerian with the flicker. Oh, Zane taking a lot of damage as Diablo goes back in. LTZ loses his immortality. Oh, Wind of Nature gonna come through. Will he be able to escape though is the question. No, he doesn't. Kadita gets the kill. Now Zen can't retry. Loses his own mortality as well. Does he manage to dash out? Zane? Oof. Nah. Okay. Yo. What the? Nah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty cool actually. Yo. Jojo Lions coming in with the clutch for Zan counter entry. Nice. Alright. But now Athlegame Esports, they do still hold the advantage, but as you can see now, now that everyone's like reaching full build, Astral, they do have like a fighting chance now. If Diablo just keeps going into the back, and then the Hayabusa follows up as well, like it's going to be good for them. And then it's just that this Hylos needs to maybe use his glorious pathway a little bit earlier. See, over here. Conceal gonna be used up. Diablo with the Bravest Fighter. Glorious Pathway used defensively. Zane looks like he's having a little bit of connection issues there. Okay, so Athlegame Esports, they go straight for this Lord. Lord Grimlix doesn't have his ult just yet, but now Diablo is good. Neltz gets focused by Lord Grimlix. Revitalize gonna come through. Beatrix trying to dish out as much damage as he can. As Love Train gonna flicker in with the implosion for the airstrike. Mountain Crusher gonna be used to just get some movement speed. And now Zane. Ogre Shadow Kill, I guess. Yo! A maniac? When did that happen? Okay. We'll see how you're moving. Anyways, Astral getting their first Lord of the game, which is the 4th Lord. Oh, Zane. Okay, he gets his immortality, so he'll be chilling. Diablo securing this Lord. Now, Athlegame Esports, they in a little bit of trouble. They do have a Lord to face. I mean, they still fine because they have so many turrets up, and like the mid lane and the bottom lane minions are all super minions, so I mean they're obviously stronger. But yeah, so there won't be as much pressure. They can deal with it nicely as long as they don't mess up. So this Lord needs to go down nice and fast, otherwise, yeah, I mean, you're seeing how this thing chunking the turrets. So it's inevitable they are going to lose a few turrets. Now, Feather Airstrike, I think just to zone out the members of Astral, like, hey, you know, don't come here, but I think it was a little bit too early. Now, Athlegame Esports, they need to remember this mid lane here. Mid lane inhibitor gets taken out, and then top lane inhibitor is gonna get taken out as well. So Diablo with the Bravest Fighter, and now Love Train gets taken out with the airstrike. It doesn't seem to have landed its marks, and now Neltz, okay, Ogre Shadow Kill in the fountain, manages to escape Valerian with the flicker into the fountain, and yeah, I think will they be able to end? Yeah. Ugh. Okay. Astral takes the game. What a comeback. Was it Astral that took the game? Can you see? Yeah, it was. It was. Okay. Nicely paid. I mean, this was definitely a difficult game for Astral in the beginning. Like, I don't even see what happened in the first like 1 minute and 30 seconds, but already 2 is dead. I mean, like we saw it coming with the Beatrix being used against the Granger in the lane. Doesn't do too well, especially after. I didn't expect to kill that early though. I was expecting like level 4, but maybe I don't know. Maybe like a Tigreal set something up or something like that. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead into the second game of this best of 3 series. So will be interesting to see if Athlegame Esports can take this can take a game back, and we'll go into a third match. So yeah, let's just see and give it a couple of minutes, and we'll be back with you guys.
Paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights, paint the skies, only you can make me move.
left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa.
Thorns remain should petals fall.
Alright guys, welcome back to game 2 of the Summer Invitation Swiss stage, and this is gonna be the second match of Astral versus Athlegame Esports. This is a third placement match. So starting it off with the banning phase, Lancelot gets banned out by Athlegame Esports, followed up by the Carmilla from Astral, and now we're gonna see the Alice again. And who did they ban last time? What? Alice, Lance, Carmilla, and who? I remember it was like a signature pick or something like that. Let's see. Was it Wenman? Oh, CC. No, they didn't ban CC last game. Anyways, so the YSS is open once again. Since they banned the CC, I do think they might be wanting to play like an Arlot in EXP lane or something like that. So we'll see, or maybe even just like a tanky hero in general, like Phobius. Alright, so Expo against Zushin picked up by Astral. So, okay, I do hope that Jojo Lines, I mean, she does have the Farsa, which is good, but Zushin obviously does well against her in lane, so I think a Valentino will be like a very good option here, because like Valentino with this X-Book ult does so much damage, and then she's also has the dashes, so she can like deal with the Zushin in the lane, in this mid lane. But Love Train gonna pick up that Grok, and let's just see now, because I'm hoping that I mean, let's see what. We could see like a Granger picked up again here, and then okay. So it'll be a one-man. So maybe Granger gets banned because now I'm thinking. Okay, so yeah, when the Granger gets banned, but now, all right. So already, Azushin is beating the far side lane, right? If played right. The Xborg, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. This shield sometimes doesn't go down. Like I don't know what's going on there, but sometimes this guy just doesn't lose his freaking shield. So. Uranus gets picked up by Diablo, so it's looking to be a very annoying team from Astral so far. I really think that Love Train should flex their Grok into EXP and maybe pick up the Basha as Roam. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Okay, now TZ gonna pick up the carry. And you know the thing is, guys, this carry pick, I don't think it's as good as it seems to be against tanky heroes, eh? But he will change his mind last second, go for the Erythel, which is, I'm not sure how Erythel does into Wen, eh? To be honest. But maybe the Moskov would have been a better option here. No. Moskov, no. He's too close range, I think. Maybe he would have, I'm not sure. So Valerian gonna pick up the Esmeralda as their last pick, and then Lord Grimlex with the Gatot Kacha. So it's already looking like okay. Instead of talking about that, let me just focus on seeing when my game freezes. Alright. Okay, it just froze. Okay, start this up real quick again so we don't lose much time. Alright, there we go. What's going on? Yeah, okay. Very nice. Alright, so yeah, I do think Astral, they have a very good draft here. Alright, sorry guys, just 1 minute late. But yeah, let's look. In the mid lane, Thunder Abbey. Of course, he's trying to put as much pressure as he can. Oh my god, I forgot this. Alright. So, Astral, they do have... Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Anyways. So, Astral, they're being very aggressive in this early game zone, looking for an invade. Mountain Crusher gonna get used to like just get vision of the side of Astral. But yeah, Lord Grimlex gets caught out with that Mountain Crusher, but it should be quite fine right here, as we're gonna see the members of, well, both teams go towards the turtle now that's being spawned in. Alright, so Astral, they're gonna start up this turtle, Love Train, just trying to be in the middle of it, but this Lord Grimlex goes on to Zankan territory in the jungle right there. Jojo Lion's gonna have to fly out, Valerian The last insanity gonna come through. Valerian makes it out with the airstrike. Doesn't manage to kill anybody. Jojo Lion's gonna be able to escape from the Avatar Guardian. Uses the Purify as well. And now Valerian, he gets pushed back, survives. What was Zen counter-entry? Okay, he's in the middle of it there. Mountain Crusher gonna come out as well. Love Train, he's gonna fall alongside Valerian. And Diablo is still in the back, sustaining, just tanking as much damage as he can. And that'll be a 2-4 trade, 4-4-2 trade, with the advantage going over to Astral. Now I think Zen counter-entry might have been lagging there, so that'll be a pause for Athlegame and Esports, I think. Alright, the Astral, they're starting off strong, so I think it will definitely be up to the Yisan Shin and the Irritao to get back in the game, because if you look at the map already, Wen is a little bit lower than the Earthal, so she just needs to keep applying pressure like that, and hopefully maybe get a solo kill. Even if she doesn't, like, just to make this Wen back off, retreat to base will help so much for the team as a whole, because Earthal is winning her lane, right? So that means one of two things: either they can go and help her win the lane easier, or two, they go to the opposite lane and they try to help the other guy. But in this situation, you know, ganking your Reyna's not gonna happen, not anytime soon, I think. So yeah, maybe just focus on this Wan and the Zushin, of course, because even though Zane on this Xbox, maybe he loses his shield, but he's still doing a lot of damage, and he's even further away, so he can still be a little bit difficult to kill. But now let's have a look in the top lane here. Cypher, he's looking to, well, he's basically freezing the lane, alright, to try and put an LTZ in a bad spot. But an LTZ doesn't seem to be taking the bait. Oh, heavy crossbow gonna come out already. I feel like Cypher could have gotten such an easy ult there. But the Mountain Crusher gonna come out by Yisan Shin. Athlegame Esports, they're looking for a gank onto Cypher, but I think, yeah, Cypher is playing safe, knows they're in the bush there, and yeah, just keeps his distance. Now in the bottom lane, let's have a quick look. So Diablo is actually the one that's losing out on this trade. Maybe until he gets dominance ice. I know Uranus does deal a lot of damage. Okay, so Athlegame Esports, they're deciding not to go for this turtle. I mean, Love Train is still there, but yeah, Yisan Shin not there to try and contest. I mean, Grok pretty close to actually trying to take this turtle with his wall, but now he's forced to flick out of that situation. And the Mountain Crusher gonna go on to Diablo. Diablo pops the Revitalize. He's basically back at full HP, and now Zen counter-entry taking quite a bit of damage from Diablo. And here in the top lane, Cypher gets taken up by an LTZ. Alright, that's good. And then Zane is working on this jungle invade. Feather Escher gonna come through. on the Thunder RB. Doesn't do much damage at this point of the game, but yeah, it's still a poke. We're gonna see some counter jungling by Athlegame Esports. Oh, Retry is who? Okay, so yeah, Zane did get it. Esanchin uses the retribution to slow down Zushin. Yeah. Oh, heavy crossbow on the top lane. Cypher taking a lot of damage. Doesn't die though, so that's pretty good. Lord Grimlix might be looking for the Avatar of Guardian. Monster Crusher gonna come through as well. Lord Grimlix with the Revitalize. Yo, there's a lot of damage onto Zenican Retry. Alright, he gets taken down. Lost Insanity as well. There's someone in the back. I don't know what happened there. Love Train didn't actually die from it, so I'm guessing it missed. Okay. Now Uranus scouting out Valerian from the bush, but then the RBE still gets taken out. Alright. Feather strike. Okay, so Athlegame Esports, they still have a chance at this. Their gold lane is going strong. Lord Grimlix is in the middle of it. Mountain Crusher goes through on the turtle, so that's an easy turtle for Zane. Avatar Guardian goes through onto this Grok here as the last Insanity. Gonna be dodged by Love Train with the use of that flicker, so yeah, nobody falls right now. But maybe this tower? Nah. I think Jojo Lions is gonna be able to defend it. In the bottom lane though, Diablo and a Valerian 1v1. It doesn't seem like, it seems like a very boring 1v1 to watch, I'm not gonna lie. But okay, let's have a look once again. Consecration used by Diablo. Valerian takes out the Frag armor by Zane, and now in the top lane, Nalteezy. Okay. Cypher backs away from that turret. Lord Grim cutting wave. Okay, when heading over to this mid lane, Love Train taking a lot of damage from the Zushin. Oh. Okay. Yeah, Zushin is doing a lot in this mid lane. Now Avatar Guardian gonna go through. Nalteezy manages to sidestep his taunt, as now he's gonna use sprint to take away Zane's Frog armor. Nalteezy taking a lot of damage though. Will be safe as Love Train shows presence and protects him from any potential dives. Okay, in the bottom lane, Zenican Retry still. Just trying to clear the wave, I think. Alright, so Diablo already distracting the members of Athlegame Esports in the bottom side there, as Astral gonna start up this Lord. Zane in the middle of that Lord, but as he gets it with the retribution. Feather Astral gonna come through. Will be cut short though. Lord Grimlix uses Revitalize. Avatar Guardian comes through, but no marks. Tectonic Charge as well. It seemed to hit like one person as the last Insanity gets dodged by the flickers. Was it? No, just one flicker. Okay. And the Zushin ult, I guess. But yeah, nobody dies. Diablo seems like he can't die. Alright. So Let's see how that goes. Okay, tectonic charge, not tectonic charge, consecration. Yo, Valerian taking a lot of damage. Diablo with the revitalize will heal him back up to full HP. Lord what happened there? Lord Grimlix pushing with the Lord. Now Avatar Guardian goes through onto Grok, but he manages to evade it with the tectonic charge. And now Naltese and Jojo Lions forced to deal with this Lord in the bottom lane, though. Valerian is trying to save this turret. Feather airstrike. Oh, not doing too much damage still right now. Oh, lost insanity straight into the back. Catches Valerian. Love Train gets caught one as well, and Mountain Crusher makes them. I mean, it does a bit of damage, but unfortunately, aren't able to get kills here. Alright, so goal lead. It's not too bad. It's sitting at about 5k. So Athlegame Esports definitely. Yo, Lost Insanity onto Zen Retry. Gets the kill. But now, oh, Tectonic Charge onto 2. Zane uses him, I think, yeah, it was the Immortality. He manages to escape, but Valerian, he will die. Tanta Abbey, okay. Oh, what happened there? It does use the flicker to get out safely. And, I mean, Diablo, okay. You'll still be fine. So, it was a 2 for, what? 2 for 1? Was it 2 for 1 trade? I don't even remember if there's. No, it was 2 for 0. Crazy. Nobody died from that dive. But Athlegame Esports, all 5 members are going to be available for the next Lord here. The second Lord of the game. I definitely think Athlegame, Astral is going to take prior over this Lord. So yeah, they are going to start it up. I'm probably going to try and just bust it down. Let's see. Yeah, Xborg and Wenwen both working on this thing. Diablo just giving vision and just distracting Athlegame Esports, but now the wall blocks him in. But yeah, Astral they just burst down this load, and Athlegame Esports they decide not to commit. Right. Thunder Abbey, okay, seems fine now. Alright, so the Lord gonna march in down this bottom lane. Diablo and Wanwan in the top, but the lane gets cleared out for the airstrike, trying to do as much damage as he can. Now Avatar of Guardian gonna go through, lands on Love Train. Alright, we're gonna see Revitalizers coming through. Lost Insanity onto the back. Skypiers are taking so many enemies down. It's just one-sided dominance coming in from Astral as Zane gets that triple kill. And yeah, game 2 going over to Astral in this sweep. I think that's like network error in the beginning of the game kind of messed up with the Zen Retry's gameplay, but yeah, like I think they got outdrafted. Like this Grok and Farsa were having a terrible time in that mid lane, so it was kind of hard to just move around the map when you have this Sushin on your head, when you have a Gazotka following you. Then Then there's Xborg, it's just chunking you down, and then you got the Uranus on top of that that's always rotating. But yeah, it was a nice clean games from Astral there. Look at the amount of damage tanked by Diablo in just a 14-minute game. But yeah, that'll be all for tonight, guys. Astral takes the series 2-0. So thank you guys for joining me. That'll be the end of the stream, and I'll see you guys